The dice game. Good luck. Roll yourself a doubles, get yourself a gift, and watch out because someone might want to take it from you. Oh, hey, what is going on? Happy Wednesday. I know what you're thinking. What's going on here? Because I literally just said what's going on. But I want to take today's little shorter episode and describe a game that my father presented to me when I was a kid. And we continue this, I guess we'll call it a tradition, with the kids here at our house. And this game goes by a variety of names. I have found some pretty specific directions on the old internet, and it's been called the Doubles Dirty Dice Game. And I'm currently in the process of wrapping some of the gifts. It's a bit of a white elephant / surprise / mischievous, vindictive, challenging yet psychologically thrilling adventure. And so as I start wrapping some of these gifts today, I want to give you guys the breakdown, how this game works, why it's entertaining, and how you could use it for your upcoming holiday event. So let's check it out. So how does the game essentially work? Well, it starts with some gifts, right? I like to choose ones that are both functional, small, lightweight, inexpensive. And sometimes I put money in them, sometimes I don't, but some of the same gifts might have money, might not have money, might have different wrapping paper. Either way, your goal first off is to get a bunch of these all together, and then you can start your game. The tactic of the game is to try and, I guess, get as many gifts as possible before the end, because, consumerism, why not? So once you have all the gifts, you're going to put them in the middle of the table, and everybody's going to sit around in a circle, hopefully. Once you have everybody in a circle, you're going to get what we like to use. What are you doing? Simple pie tin, simple set of dice. Take those dice, put them in the tie tin, hand it to, we like to start with the youngest, because why not? And we set the expectations that we're all going to play as fairly as possible, knowing firsthand ahead of time that some people will get more than others. Some people might get more gifts than others. Some people might get more money than others. And at the end of the day, it is a game. To start the game, first person takes the dice, rolls it in the pie tin, hoping to get doubles. Now, if they don't get doubles, it's real simple. You pass the pie tin on to the next person and wait your turn till the next pie tin comes around with a set of dice that you get to roll. Now, if you have a lot of people, like maybe more than 5 or 6, we introduce 2 sets of dice, or if the odds aren't good enough, we'll introduce a third dice on top of the 2 in hopes that we increase the child or adult's chance of getting a doubles. Because once they roll the doubles, they get to go to the middle of the pile, pick whatever gift that they want, and that if gift becomes theirs, it is theirs to keep for the time being. You are going to continue the pie and the dice rolling all around the circle. Keep going until all of the gifts in the middle are gone. And that's when the challenge and fun begins. Because once the gifts in the middle are gone, you have to decide on a timer. How many minutes you're going to allow the game to continue. Because when that timer's done, the game is over, and whichever gifts are in front of whichever people are those for them to keep. Once the gifts are gone in the middle, the timer has been set. The dice continue to roll. Only this time, if you roll the doubles, you will then get the opportunity to take a gift from any person of your choosing. No ifs, buts, candies, or nuts about it. And that process will continue until the timer goes out. So there's a couple different ways that you can play the exchange part of the game. So sometimes we have opted to limit the amount of times that it can be exchanged between hands, meaning that If it's been taken up to 3 times, that third time it was taken, that object is then dead and can no longer be taken. It becomes the rightful owner or the property of the owner that stole it for the third time. You can also have it where you choose to open gifts and people know ahead of time what those gifts are before they choose to decide which ones they want to take and not take. Or you can leave the gifts shut the entire time and closed up, and therefore not knowing until the end of the timer who has received what gifts. It's completely up to you how you want to do it. Just know that there can be some challenges to the game that make it, I guess, philosophically and therapeutically even challenging and rewarding at the same time, because not only do you get to experience the joy and satisfaction of rolling the doubles and getting the gift for yourself to keep, you also get to experience the sadness and despair when that gift that you thought was going to be yours and to bring home, to have and to hold till this day forward, suddenly decides to go live with somebody else, hypothetically speaking. But it's an enjoyable game, and for a couple of reasons. I think it teaches the opportunity for kids to experience gain, right, in the form of some sort of unknown object, monetarily or not. And it also gives the kids a chance to experience what they perceive as fairness versus what is fairness in itself. Because when one person has many gifts and some people have very few, if not any gifts, it's interesting to see how people choose to handle receiving the doubles or the emotional response they have when someone takes something from them that they feel is rightfully theirs. So the game is meant to be fun, but it also has its opportunities for learning, we'll call that, because as you roll the dice and as you get excited, some people will get luckier than others, as I guess if luck has had something to do with it. Some people, like myself last year, who got a couple of gifts and then when it came time to steal, ended up with nothing, recognize contentment in realizing that this is an artificial game made of artificial things, probably of plastic and or paper, if it's made of paper, and that it really doesn't matter. The idea is that you are having an experience together to get to enjoy the drama, the happiness, the sadness, the sorrow, all at one time. So that is the dice game. I will put in the description a link to some specific directions I was able to find on the old Google that probably explain it better than I do, at least in text form. And have some fun with it. You know, some gifts can be white elephant gifts. Some gifts can be of value if you choose to. But all in all, it's a very inexpensive way to spend some quality time with the family around you and the friends around you, playing a game that, while doesn't have a whole lot of value to it financially, the experience and the joy of getting to interact together on the holidays is something that I think everyone should get a chance to do. So that's the dice game. Good luck. Roll yourself a doubles, get yourself a gift, and watch out because someone might want to take it from you. And maybe this year I'll actually get a gift to keep for myself, because why not? See you guys tomorrow.